let's see. Okay, it says I'm live. I don't know how much of this you're going to see. Somebody let me know when you can see me in real time because I don't know if this thing is working. So, here we are. Can anyone see me? I will ask in the chat because I don't know. I don't know. Are we frozen? Will there be cake? There will not be cake, but there will be a curly whirly. But I don't know if anybody can see me. I don't know. Pause. Hello. Hello. God, you're frozen. That's what I thought. Okay. Oh no. Stupid thing. Now? Hello, please. Somebody. Anybody. Tell me if you can hear me. Okay. Now. You're sitting very still. Yes, I am. Now. Yes. Good. Moving. Live. Can you see me dancing? Yay! Okay. Sorry. Technical difficulties. My husband spent an hour of his time helping me set up and I still managed to mess it up. So now I'm like seeing myself and a big version of me because I wanted to have a better camera for the celebration. Welcome to me in my room in England celebrating my UK citizenship. Hello. Comment if you're here. Hello. And waving hands. Yes. Okay, good. Andrew, Roy, Andy, Barry, Christy, welcome. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Okay, so fish and chips, somebody has said, are not here. And I'll explain why. So since going to America on August 9th, I basically ate my way through the entirety of the country. Then my husband came out and joined me and we traveled and we together ate our way through America. Then we got back to England and we were like, oh, well, we can't start eating right now because it's Christmas. Duh, nobody eats right around Christmas. So, funnily enough, I was going to do this yesterday, but it ended up being today. So today is the first day that I've started actually feeding my body vegetables for the past 5 months. However, I did make sure to save myself some room for something I've never tried. I don't know if you can... A curly whirly. I've literally never had one of these. I don't know what's going to happen. I also have some other things to show you. I have a whole video actually on what my citizenship ceremony was like. So I'm not going to get too much into that, though I do have some show and tell items, everybody, as well as some fun things planned. Literally, this is just me in my room by myself celebrating. Speaking of being by myself, I couldn't bring anyone to my UK citizenship ceremony. So you guys are like my people. The ceremony's done now, but you're my people that I'm choosing to bring just virtually. Oh, these are for kids, someone says. Did I meet Boris? Boris was not there. The Queen was there in a picture, in a painting. Well, I don't think maybe it was an actual picture, along with a representative of the Queen who gave a nice speech about how she moved from Scotland, not the Queen, but this lady moved from Scotland to the county I live in, and yeah, how we should integrate, figure ourselves out, who to hang out with, what to do, what not to do. So, because I know a lot of you are interested in the citizenship ceremony experience, like I said, I have a video on that posting soon, but I did get this handy dandy citizenship ceremony guide. Okay, you can tell what county I live in. I live in Bucks. So in it, we had the order of services. There's the Queenie right there. So we got this, and then my oath of allegiance, which we can all do together in a moment. So let me see what you guys are saying. Did I have to give up my American citizenship? No. So I will now have dual citizenship. America is not a country that makes you give it up. However, I am without a passport for either country because I had to apply for my UK passport. And to do that, you have to send off I had to send off my American passport as my ID. So I currently don't have any passports whatsoever. And I also had to send off my brand new naturalization certificate. So I got it at the ceremony, celebrated for about 30 seconds, stuck it in an envelope, and sent it off to the passport processing center, hopefully to be seen again. Hello from Kent. Hello. I love Kent, have spent actually a lot of time there. Someone says start supporting Chelsea. Listen, watch my video with Shelby in Texas, who knows way more about football than me. I don't know anything. I'll support whoever you want me to support. Hope you have a Marmite and Monster Munch cake ready. Tried Monster Munch for the first time the other day. Was very good. Has a little bit of a kick to it, which I don't normally like, but I liked it. The other thing that I think I might share in my video, but I'll share to you on this live stream, is I got a nice little pin badge. Isn't that so nice? I was not expecting a pin badge for my citizenship, so that was very exciting. Hello from Greenwich. Hello from Cheshire. Is that how I say it? It is Cheshire, right? Essex. Hello. I met a man from Essex on the plane from New York City to London a couple weeks ago. He was very jovial and friendly to me, but he was very not jovial and friendly when our flight got delayed for 4 hours because the brakes didn't work. Hello. Hello from Worcestershire? Is that how you say it? Because I'm thinking of like the sauce too. It's Worcester, right? No, is that how we say it in America? Worcestershire. Hello from Hampshire. Hello from York. Hello, everybody. Oh, I said it right. Hi from Slough. Are you in Slough? I've been to Slough multiple times. I bought a car from Slough one time that ended up breaking on me, and I couldn't use it for that long, and I think they scammed me. But that is one of the times I have been to Slough. Okay, so the other things I wanted to show you are a gift I got from, hold please, from some friends. They got me a Royal Occasion mug and this tiny little decorative spoon. Isn't that cute? Very unexpected, very nice, and I will treasure it forever. The other thing I will treasure is this Oath of Allegiance British citizenship thing. Also, side note, yes, my hair is, I've just showered like an hour ago. Didn't put on any makeup because this is real life. Welcome to my real life. So if you're expecting somebody on this YouTube channel to be all done up, probably it's never going to happen. So welcome to it. Okay, hi from Coventry. Oh, okay. Whew, lots of questions. Okay, hello from Harrow. Didn't know you were in Harrow. So I know a lot of these places very well based on previous jobs and stuff I've had. But when I worked for, I'll just say it. I worked for the University of Oregon in London, and their program did homestays. So I worked with a lot of British families and pairing up American students, and most of them were in Harrow. Okay. Let's see, full English breakfast or steak and eggs? Definitely full English breakfast. Keeping the U.S. citizenship, Teresa says, means you still have to pay U.S. taxes even when not living there. It's weird. Yes, if you have U.S. citizenship, no matter where you live in the world, even if you've never been to the U.S., but you just have citizenship through your parents or something, you are liable for U.S. taxes. Luckily, there's a treaty between the UK and the U.S., so I don't pay taxes doubly unless it's over like $100,000 income per year. But the point still stands. Yes, the U.S. Is trying to get everybody's money from all around the world. Okay, So enough about the US, though I realized I do have a American flag pillow back here. This was unintentional. This is nothing to do with my loyalties. Somebody just gave that to me and it ended up there. I don't have a Union Jack pillow, so we'll have to figure that one out. All right, so my oath of allegiance. I will do it again for you now. Is everyone ready? Let's see. Make sure everybody's still on. Somebody said, who do you fly now? British Airways or American Airlines? Always British Airways. Actually, always Virgin Atlantic. I love Virgin Atlantic. I will tell you a story about Virgin Atlantic in a moment. Okay. Oath of allegiance, British citizenship. I, Kalyn, swear by Almighty God that on becoming a British citizen, already did, I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II, her heirs and successors according to law. So that was my pledge to the Queen herself as she presided over everything via her photo. And then I had to give another pledge that was just like to the UK. And it says, I will give my loyalty to the United Kingdom and respect its rights and freedoms. I will uphold its democratic values. I will observe its laws faithfully and fulfill my duties and obligations as a British citizen. So I have now said all of that, sworn. They made us take our masks down so they could actually see us saying these things and committing. And it's pretty funny because like my British friends and family here are like, I've never had to pledge to the Queen. But in a British citizenship ceremony, of course, you do. So that was the pledge they had us say. Let's see what everyone is up to. I'm using a new streaming thing, so I'm like also trying to figure out, oh, it like went down a lot of viewers to people. Am I still streaming? It's like watching your grandma do a live stream. Okay. Nobody's saying anything now, so let's, okay, no, live chat. I want live chat. Okay, here we go. Sorry, it's painful for you as a viewer. Okay, so, time for the curly whirly. Again, I think, okay, now you're all coming in. Thank Guys, I promise I'm not completely stupid. I'm just very full from 3 Christmases. Okay. Curly whirly time. I have no idea what to expect. I asked my husband, I was like, should I try the curly whirly or there was something else? A chomp? Is that what it's called? And he was like, well, I think the chomp is better, but the curly whirly is more fun. So, genuinely have been here like 10 years. Have never tried a curly whirly. Okay. So we've got like a lattice system. Is it just chocolate in the shape of a lattice or is there something inside? Oh. Oh, it's like a... Oh. It's like a toffee kind of fudgy thing. Chewy. Curly whirl. Okay. Chomp. Curly whirlies are nice from the freezer. Okay. I did not put this in the freezer. This has come straight from under my Christmas tree. Hello from Liverpool. Hello. Someone says it's for kids. Listen. Another thing I got for Christmas was a giant thing of blue icing directly imported from America. And I've mostly eaten all that. So for kids, whatever. Americans love all things for kids. Toffee inside. Okay. I'm not gonna lie. I had higher hopes. It's not bad. But I was expecting it to be kind of crunchy. Like regular Cadbury's. And it's just sticking to my teeth. I do like the shape though. So I'm going to go 4 out of 10. I think I'll finish the rest later. Because this is not... you don't need to hear me eating that. Okay. Yeah. Waiting for it to get stuck in... Okay, it's stuck in all of my teeth. Why did no one warn me? Do you now eat pie and mash? Yes, but I like to eat mostly vegetarian, so I'm a big fan of like a leek pie, maybe like a chicken and leek. Not a huge like steak pie kind of person, but I do like pie and mash. Oh, it should stretch out. Okay. Oh, okay. All right, that's more fun. This is going all over everything. Okay. Right, so what I thought we could do is curly whirly pulls in your teeth big time, yes. If you have tooth fillings, be careful. I don't, but that is a good tip. Stuck in my thing again. So, a couple things. I have some more show and tell items at this very random party. I just me talking to myself. Russell said, you are a UK citizen. You had higher hopes for your curly whirly. Being a Brit means constant disappointment. Oh, that's very patriotic. Thank you, Philip. Thank you so much. Okay. So some random things I found are all of these papers that I've gotten from the Home Office over the years. I will not read each one to you, but hold on. I'm missing a wisdom tooth because I only have 3. And the curly whirly has completely become my 4th wisdom tooth right now. Okay. This is a situation. So my first one was my very first application for a partner visa. Not for a student visa or other types of visas. I already did those in the past, hence the 10 years. But this is from February 4th of 2016. I probably shouldn't waive this with all of my details on it. This was my very first application. They came back with multiple papers, all of this paper, confirming they got my application. Then I got some more paper requesting more information. Had to send that. Finally, where we get to now. On March 18th, 2016, I got my first approval for my 5-year partner visa. I remember being very concerned as to whether they would actually give this to me because you have to qualify as a married or unmarried partner for the visa that I was on. My partner and I were not married at the time. The only option was unmarried partner. To be considered unmarried partners, you had to live together for 2 years. Not a year and 11 months. Not a year and 11 months and 30 days. You had to live together for 2 years and have paperwork backing it up and everything. I didn't realize this because obviously, like, my journey here didn't actually start with moving over to be with my husband. I was already living here. So I wasn't like planning at the time to keep all of these papers and to apply for this visa. But it turned out that was basically the only way for me to stay in the country. And I had hit the 2 years, but I didn't have the paperwork for all the 2 years. So you have to send in like mail or employment contracts or a lot of stuff that a lot of people just get rid of. So I had done it, but I didn't have all of the proof that I had done it. And I was like a couple months short on proof. And I was very, very, very concerned that it wouldn't go through for me. It did in the end because I was able to contact a past job I had had and get like this letter from the CEO attesting that they believed my address at the time to be X, Y, and Z, sorry, I should say, now that I'm British. So I remember getting this exact piece of paper, grant of leave to remain. You couldn't see that because it was blurry. And being so relieved. So I got that piece of paper. Then 2017 rolls around, some other pieces of paper. And the Home Office had to investigate my relationship with my husband because we were getting married in the UK. And the protocol was basically to decide if they thought you were doing it as a sham. So I have a letter that says your proposed marriage to my husband was referred by a registration official to the Secretary of State to decide under Section 48 of the Immigration Act 2014 whether to investigate whether the proposed marriage or civil partnership is a sham. It says the word sham in the official Home Office letters. This letter is to notify you under Section 48 of the 2014 Act that the Secretary of State has decided not to conduct such an investigation. Your proposed marriage therefore remains subject to a 28-day notice period. Blah, blah, blah. It continues on, and it basically says at the end, we reserve the right at any time to investigate whether your marriage is a sham. So that was a nice little wedding gift from them. Then fast forward to 2018, another piece of paper, which is basically thank you for applying for my renewal for my visa. And then on September 28th, 2018, I guess I had to go and do fingerprints, more paperwork. And finally, the last piece of paper I've ever received from the Home Office, dated 12th of October 2018, is the grant of leave to remain for my renewal for my partner visa. Now, since 2018, I have not received anything from the Home Office in the mail besides my actual visa because they switched to an online system around this time. So when I first started applying, I would have to send a stack of paper. I'm talking I'm not exaggerating with the American half of myself right now. I'm talking like a stack this thick of paper. I'd have to send that off to the Home Office and they would send me back all of this paper in return, confirming they got things, telling the results. Now it's just an email. Like I said, when I got my citizenship invitation to the ceremony, it was an email and my Wi-Fi wasn't working. So I was like left with the subject line, which said your citizenship application, and was like desperately trying to find Wi-Fi. So it's all very automated now. Let's see what else you guys are up to. When do you get your citizenship certificate? Asked Frank. So I actually got it at my citizenship ceremony, which was on the 17th, but I had to immediately send it off to get my passport. So hopefully they will send that back. The best part is chocolate left on your fingers that needs to be licked off. We're talking about curly whirlies again. And yes, it is still lodged very firmly in my mouth. Have you had a cuppa yet in celebration? You know what? I've got the certificate now, so I can just tell you, I really don't like tea. I'm sorry. I am so sorry. I've had some tea that I like, but like an English, like a regular standard tea. I've tried. Please don't come for me. I've tried. But it just, I grew up in Florida too. I don't think it's fair to expect me to love hot drinks. I don't think it's fair. I really like orange juice and water. So I do like hot chocolate. Not that that's a British thing, but I'm sorry. I don't like tea that much. Favorite British chocolate bar, straight up dairy milk or Oreo dairy milk. Deportation coming, not liking tea. Listen, I said the oath in front of the Queen. You can't take it away from me. I am sorry. When you have a scone with the tea, Michael asks, I don't have the tea, but yeah. Do you put the jam on first or the cream? I put the cream on first, then the jam. I think that's pretty obvious. That's how it's meant to be done. Okay, somebody said something. Why would you want a citizenship? So many reasons, Dave. So many reasons. So what's the Virgin Atlantic story? Okay. So I realized I have a whole video on this, so I won't necessarily do it in my live stream, but you should watch a video I have about landing in Bermuda. That's a very good Virgin Atlantic story. So long story short, I was on a direct flight from London to Orlando with Virgin that landed twice for emergency reasons. The first time the captain yelled Mayday accidentally to us instead of air traffic control. So that was great. And the second time was a medical emergency, which meant that a Virgin Atlantic like jumbo jet with 400 plus passengers, including myself, landed in Bermuda, which they don't fly to Bermuda. And we were stranded overnight. because the pilot and the flight crew had already worked too many hours to be safe for them to carry on flying. So I was put up in a 4-star hotel by Virgin Atlantic in Bermuda. Would highly recommend. And the flight that we were just on was also with Virgin Atlantic, coming back from New York City to London. And the brakes didn't work. And so they didn't take off, which is good. That's what I like in an airline. Don't take any chances. But the flight attendants were so funny and so hilarious. And I just have always had good experiences on Virgin Atlantic. I don't work for them, not associated with them. I don't get commission for saying this. I just usually prefer to either fly Virgin or Delta now that they're a code share. I think Delta has the best transatlantic airline food in the industry. Okay, let's see. If you don't like tea, the Home Office may revoke citizenship. Read the fine print. I know, I'm afraid they're going to just send me an email with the link to this video, canceling me out. Will I get a Union Jack tattoo? I mean, if that will make me go viral, I'll do whatever. I prefer iced coffee and I'm English. Okay, my husband also prefers iced coffee and he's English, so I think it counts. Listen, if Virgin wants to sponsor me, they can, because I do love that airline. Oh no, Terrence says, I'm always amazed anyone moves here. The weather is awful, homes tiny and overpriced, litter on every street. Spoken like a true, I don't know, are you British, Terrence? Spoken like a true British person, because you can't say anything too positive about the UK. The weather is objectively awful. I feel like now that I'm officially British, I can say that. You guys, the sun has not been outside of my house in like 10 days. But a good British summer, I love. So when I say the weather's awful, I'm mostly referring to the winter. However, my husband told me that last summer when I was in the US, there also wasn't really much of a summer here. It's fine. It's fine. Russell says, brakes didn't work on the plane and the wing fell off, but the staff were so nice. Yep, another UK citizen tick. Okay, we're addressing Terrence's comment here. Homes tiny and overpriced. In the South, not necessarily in the North or in other nations that make up the UK, but definitely in the south of England they are. But also they're tiny and overpriced in a lot of places that are worth living, as evidenced by my trip to California. Have you ever seen how much it costs to live in California? It costs a lot of money. Why do Americans call pillows pillows and cushions throw pillows? What? Andy, explain. Why do we call throw pillow? Okay, cushions. Okay, so these things behind me, you're saying that you would call that a cushion? I would call those, yeah, I would probably call that a throw pillow. At least we don't get extreme weather like the States. Yes, there is no extreme weather here. Why do you think so many Americans do video blogs about British stuff, whether they live here or not? I don't know. And I debated even starting my own YouTube channel because if you've seen my video about how I make money online, this is really like not it. I make money from my websites, and Girl Gone London as a website has been around since about 2014. And I just felt like the YouTube space of people talking about British stuff was a little bit, I don't know, overdone. I kind of felt like, would people even care? But you guys watch my video, so I guess someone still cares. But yeah, a lot of Americans who even like don't live here do blogs about it. And I think it's like the easiest other culture for Americans to like try and understand or get into. We do get a lot of like BBC programs or like British cultural influences in the US. So I think it's probably a culture that we're most familiar with outside of ours. That being said, obviously Americans know nothing about what the UK actually is or actual British culture, but in terms of like the basic surface level stuff, I feel like we do. one thing I wish Americans would bring to the UK when they become British citizens would be AC for our homes. Yes. So we have ceiling fans in all of our upstairs rooms, and my husband was on board with it when we bought them. But yeah, we have 2 air conditioning units. They're not integrated because we're not that rich, but we definitely have standalone ones, and not the ones that use ice cubes, you guys. Those aren't real. Those don't work. Actual proper ones that we had to invest in. It makes such a difference in the summer. Yes, a cushion. Okay. So yeah, I would call a cushion, going back to our pillow versus cushion discussion. I would call a cushion, I would only refer to it like a seat cushion or a couch cushion. So it's something that you sit on, not something that you would display. So there's another interesting, there's something else, like we were playing Yahtzee in the US and Yahtzee in the UK, and there's something different about, so in the UK Yahtzee, let's see if I can remember. I know this is fascinating. You guys really signed up for the best party of my citizenship of all time, talking about UK Yahtzee. But I think if you're familiar with Yahtzee, there's like a high straight and a low straight maybe here. And then I think in America it's like short and tall or something ridiculous like that. That's such a small difference that you wouldn't know unless you've played it in both. Other questions. Have you been to Ireland? I have been to Ireland. I've been to Dublin, and I've been somewhere in the north of Ireland. I have been to Northern Ireland, but I've also been to the north of Ireland. I love Ireland, and I'll tell you what I love about Ireland. Ireland seems to me like an amazing combination of like American size houses and places and like a little bit of like American culture, and then like, I'm not gonna say British culture, but like their own different culture. Irish people, in my experience, like Americans a lot. So whenever I'm in Ireland, I feel like people are friendly to me. And I realize that just made it sound like people aren't friendly to me in the UK, which isn't true. But I just feel like Irish people like actually actively like Americans, where I feel like in the UK, people are fine with Americans, but nobody's going to be like, I don't know. I feel like I'm digging myself into a hole here, so I'll just stop. Let's see. My cat, Lucy, wants to know if you have any pets. I don't have any pets, but I would love to meet your cat, Lucy, because I love cats and I grew up with cats, but I'm also highly allergic to cats. So we don't have a cat for that reason. And also, in America, having a cat is an indoor pet. It's very uncommon for it to be like a completely... You're either completely an outdoor cat or completely an indoor cat, often in the US, and mostly indoor. I would not cope well with the British style of cat ownership, which is basically your cat just roams the neighborhood whenever it wants to, because I'd be scared about where my cat is going and what it's up to. And we don't have any dogs, though we love dogs because our house is just too small for a dog. And also we're trying to do more of a split between the UK and the US, so that would be kind of hard with a pet. I have a ceiling fan and it is so rarely used. Russell, why is it rarely used? I used mine last night just for a breeze. Once turned on all the dust, it swirls like a snowstorm. Very exciting. Yeah, I can relate to that. Virgin Atlantic. Who wants to go on a plane? Oh, you made a joke there. Funny, but my mom might be watching. Scotland or Wales? Both. Scotland and Wales are both beautiful. I have been to Crieff, Edinburgh, which I know people say I'm saying wrong, and I'm supposed to say like Edinburgh, but in Edinburgh, and the Trossachs in Scotland, really, really beautiful up there. And in Wales, I've been to North Wales and like coastal Wales. So I've been to Aberystwyth, places in Snowdonia. I'm trying to think of the names of the places, but basically like coastal North Wales. Love them both. Time to move from supporting American football teams to a rugby team. Same excitement without the padding. I don't follow American football either, so I'm open for rugby fandom. Did I bring Emily back with me? I wish, you guys. I did not. She is still firmly planted in America and hoping to visit her soon. Speaking of travel, how far north in the UK have you been? So I think in the UK, well, now I need to look on a map because how north is Northern Ireland compared? Hold, please. In Britain, the furthest north I've been. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Scotland. Okay. I've been to like Perth area in Scotland. That will be the furthest north I've ever been. But hoping to get up to the Highlands next year. Okay. Russell says, why do you sometimes come across like you don't like the UK at all? This is a great question, and one I get a lot, and one that I ask myself a lot, because here's the deal. In my previous YouTube videos, so I think there's a little bit of a disconnect. When I first started doing YouTube, it was winter lockdown 2020 into 2021, and it was for a very, very small audience, like 100 people at the time that were watching. And I would say I was firmly seasonally depressed / lockdown depressed / my life in the UK. Now we're getting deep. My life in the UK for a few years before the pandemic was not what I wanted it to be. My commute into London was 4 hours per day, 2 hours each way. And that combined with the weather, combined with being here long enough to start really missing people, not to start missing people, but to really start feeling like how much of a sacrifice it was to live in the UK at times because of missing out on like time with grandparents that have now passed and things like that. Anyway, I was not in a good place with my associations with the UK, and when you tend to have problems or you tend to be in not a good place, you can attribute it to where you are or take it out on where you are. So there are some videos from my early days of YouTube that I would say are probably unfairly biased against the UK, and maybe I'm complaining, though you could argue that I'm just being a good Brit. But in recent times, I would say that hasn't been the case for the vast majority of this YouTube channel. I think possibly I just say things as a joke, or there are things that I prefer about America to the UK. Now I'm a dual citizen, so I, can like both equally. But I usually try and balance it out. So if I do a video on things that are better in America than in the UK, I will always have a video of things that are better in the UK than America. And I think a lot of people just focus on the ones that are negative about the UK. And in fact, the algorithm in YouTube really kind of shows me that people tend to not like the videos where I talk about things that I like about America, or things that I think are better about America, or things that I don't like about the UK. And I really struggled to, you guys are like, I did not sign up for this. But what was I saying? So I completely lost my train of thought because we're supposed to be in a party here. Anyway, the long answer to that short question was, I like and dislike things about the UK, just like I like and dislike things about America. I think it's easier for me to, people think I say more negative things about the UK just because I'm talking about it more on my channel and not talking about America. And of course, when I'm in America, the sun is shining, I'm eating the foods I miss, seeing family and friends, and I'm kind of like on a vacation. But I do not hate the UK. I am now a British citizen. I love lots of things about the UK, and am very happy to finally be in this place. So anyway, blah, 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 blah. Likes, oh, David says likes only at 30. Come on, peeps, show the support. I don't even know how many people are watching or what's happening. This is just me hanging out in my room. I always ask people who move here, what do you hate about England? One Polish guy said the only thing he liked was the traffic lights. Interesting. I like a good roundabout. You were saying, I was saying how I hated the UK so much I went and got citizenship. Yes. So, I'm very happy, but I'm also not going to be somebody who's like, people always, okay, guys, we are getting into this here because I have been like dying to make a video about this. People in America, like I'm so used as an American, dual now, but having like jokes about America, having people be like, I would never, it is the worst, these things are terrible, blah, 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 blah. I don't think America is the best country in the world. I think that there are lots of countries that are better than America and lots of countries that are worse than America. But I don't ascribe to the like, everything is amazing in America, best country ever. Similarly, I don't ascribe to that about the UK. Like, there are lots of things that are not great about it, and there are lots of things that are great about it. And that's just life, and that's honesty, and that's a nuance that I think is missing a lot on YouTube when you're watching videos of people being like, 47 reasons why I'm never moving back to blah 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 because I love the UK so much. Great video. But if that's all you see on their channel, the expat in me and now citizen, immigrant, whatever, is like, I know that somewhere behind the scenes you're struggling and you're just not sharing the downsides with people or the things you're struggling with. And it just seems very fake. Okay. Blah, 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 blah. Getting, yes, you guys, I'm getting sassy. Do you prefer driving on the left? I don't necessarily have a preference on driving sides. I haven't driven in the UK in a long time because I crashed my car here like 5 years ago into a stationary van. In my defense, the light blinded me. It was like the wrong time in October where all of a sudden I was driving and then I couldn't see because of the glare. I haven't driven since then because I was working in London a lot and I could get into London by myself without needing a car. However, I do need a car and need to remind myself how to drive in the UK very soon because I do not work in London anymore. If you ever have a baby, do you want them to be purely British or purely American, or would you go down the dual citizenship route? That's a great question. I would want them to be dual because that would be with my husband who is British, and I think it would be awesome to, introduce a kid to both cultures. Now, I would selfishly want them to have an American accent, or at least kind of a transatlantic one, because I'm not sure if I could relate to my kid if they sounded British, but then I'm sure my husband would say the same thing if they had an American accent. So definitely dual. Best of both countries. Brits moan about Britain, but feel they have to defend it. An accident of birth shouldn't make you be dishonest, unless it's about cake, says Russell. Everybody loves cakes. Absolutely true. My favorite like traditional British cake is Victoria Sponge, but my favorite cake is probably like an Oreo cake. If you like roundabouts, you should visit Swindon. I've seen a picture of the Swindon roundabouts, have not been there myself, but maybe I'll go practice there when I get back on the roads. Do you think the US is... Oh gosh, so many questions. Okay. Do you think the US is insular about the rest of the world, and does this apply to the UK? I feel like this is a whole nother video too. I do think the US is definitely insular about the rest of the world. However, the vastness of the US also means that often, like, a lot of times people are not even aware of what's going on in the whole of the US. Because it is so big, you are tuning into your local news. I find that, like, local news here in the UK doesn't really exist in the same sense. Like, everybody seems to be turning into the same national programs. But yes, in general, the US is insular. And also, does that apply to the UK? I feel like it does more than people would like to admit, but not as much as America. Do I like English breakfast? Love it. And you know what I love the most about English breakfast is the hash brown and the beans on toast. I love beans on toast. Yes, if I had a baby and they're American, they would have to pay taxes to America. Yes, but I'm American as well, so I would want my baby. I'm not having a baby, for anyone that's wondering. This is not like an announcement. But say I had one. They can actually give up American citizenship, I think, when they're 18 or something, if they don't want to pay taxes. But yeah, I would want my kid to be dual. Do I like British TV? Yes. I don't watch a ton of it live because we're mostly people who have like Netflix and Disney Plus and stuff. But I was a big fan of Gogglebox, that I think is still on, but I was a big fan of Gogglebox back in the day. And British Bake Off. Everybody loves. Wait, what do we call it here? Bake Off. What do they call it in America? The British Baking Show, which just is wrong. If you now don't live in London, are you going to change the vlog title to Girl Gone Something Else? So I live close enough to London, and my brand has always been Girl Gone London, that it will stay Girl Gone London. But I haven't lived in the city for quite a few years now. So I'm sorry if I fooled anybody, but I live close enough that I can be in pretty quickly. When you have a nanny for the baby, you are not having, will it be American or Mary Poppins? We just watched Mary Poppins like on Christmas Day. Definitely it'd be Mary Poppins. What did everyone think of Mary Poppins Returns? Thoughts, comments? I liked it. My husband, who's a Mary Poppins purist, did not, but I love Emily Blunt. I would watch anything she's in. Jungle Cruise, great. Love Emily Blunt. So I liked it. I saw somebody say they had triple citizenship the other day. Are people collecting as a hobby, do you think? Do you know what? I knew somebody who had Norwegian, British, and American citizenship just based on their parents alone. Very jealous of that. Lots of questions, some deep questions that I won't get into now because we're at a party, but I'm filing them in the back of my mind for future videos. I've got some of this curly whirly left. I also thought I could do a show and tell of what's on my desk because you're like, it's 9:18. What am I doing but watching this girl on the internet talk to herself and talk to other people on the internet? So let's see. What do we have here? Seriously, this is happening. You can see behind the scenes. Okay, so first of all, Emily Blunt forever. Agree with you, Andy. So I have a Lake District badge, Lake District National Park, England. My husband got these for us when we went to the Lake District this summer. We've been many times, but this was like, we learned how to use compasses in the Lake District this time. So it was a real experience. I also have this little tray that says always looking up, because just because I'm British now doesn't mean I'm losing my American optimism, y'all. So this is from the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade 2021, always looking up. What else do I have here? I won't show that. Okay, this is my coaster I use, Peter Pan. London to Neverland. Hello, how British am I? Disney plus London plus Peter Pan. Thank you very much. Let's see what's back here. Listen, there are no party drink here. This is the rest of my water because I gained, how much did I gain? Like 15 to 20 pounds from being in America. So trying to do something kind of about that. I also have my Ready for Tea with the Queen mug that my husband designed for my website. These are available on girlgonelondon.com, by the way. They're very cute. What else do I have here? Oh, I have my new EE. This live stream has really just descended. My EE welcome letter, you guys, because 3 decided they're not going to do feel at home anymore, like roaming. I know, but that's what I use 3 for, because when I go to America, I have roaming. So we found EE to be the best alternative option. I think you have to pay like, was it £10 a month or something if you want roaming? But yeah, that's an essential if you're going to be going to the US. Have I been to Blackpool? I have not. Should I go? What did you think about your citizenship test? You guys, that was the thing that I was going to do. Thank you for reminding me. I was going to ask you some questions. Somewhat easy or challenging. I thought it would be challenging if you hadn't studied, but I crammed the night before, so I found it easy. But you really do have to study because it's like a lot of dates and stuff. EE is good. Okay, good. Will you have your husband join you on your videos? I believe he might be making an appearance on Patreon, which I need to kind of get back involved with, but potentially Patreon. Okay. Does the American dream still exist in your view? Another deep question. I'm going to say I think it does. I think it's more nuanced than a yes or no, but I will say the general vibe in America often is that that dream is possible, and whether it really is or not, it still feels like an environment in the States where there's a lot more positivity than here in the UK, so that can make a difference to some people on choosing places to be. Okay, here we go. First question. Oh, I don't remember half of these. Okay, hang on. Hold, please. Okay, here's one. Which flower is associated with Wales? It is multiple choice, so I will give you the multiple choice. Is it a daffodil? Is it a rose? Is it a shamrock? Or is it a thistle? Answer in the live stream, please. I will eat my curly whirly, because I've already taken this test and passed. So, somebody answer. Which flower? Okay. Daffodil. We've got 2. We've got 3. That is correct. Very good. Okay. It never gets easier to eat these things every time. Very good. Everybody's right. Daffodils. Number 2, a leek. I do love leeks. Okay. God. Now, during the reign of Charles II, parts of London were destroyed. What was the cause of this destruction? I'm not going to give you multiple choice. Not going to give you any multiple choice. You're going to have to answer yourself. During the reign of Charles II, parts of London were destroyed. What was the cause of this destruction? Russell says curly whirly. I don't think curly whirlies destroyed London. I know it's not what you meant, but that was funny. Okay, Fire of London. Fire, Great Fire. Great Fire of London. Okay, fire is on here. Yep, everyone says fire. You are all correct. Okay, next question. Politics. Do not get into politics. Do not argue about politics in my comment section because this is a party. But how often are general elections held in the UK? I'll repeat it. How often are general elections held in the UK? Answers, please. I'm not giving you multiple choice too, because most of you guys are British. So, how often are general elections held in the UK? 5, 1666. I'm not sure what the date of the 5. Okay. Okay. Consensus. 5. Drum roll, please. Correct. Okay. That one's boring. Next one. Oh, these are easy. Okay. Here we go. Oh, some people are saying 4. 5 was correct. Whenever the prime minister feels like one. I've never understood that. Okay. Who was the tribal leader who fought against the Romans? Now, I could give you multiple choice, but I'm not going to because I don't know how to pronounce all of these, and I've got curly whirly in my teeth, so somebody must know the name. This is a UK citizenship question. Who was the tribal leader who fought against the Romans? Curly whirly, says Russell. Okay. Boudica. Is that how you say it? You guys all got it right. You could be British citizens. Wow, great answer. Celtic woman. Oh my god. I'd never heard of this person before studying for this test. Okay. I think that'll be too easy for you all. Okay. Dave says, I bet you'd be in Florida for winter and UK for summer. Dave, ding, ding, ding. We have a person who understands what I'm going for here. Okay. Winston Churchill. Okay. Here's a date. Who's good with dates? Histories. Could I pass? Oh, that's a good question, Andy. Could I pass the US test? I don't know. I'll do a video on that. Okay. This is about the UK still. This is the UK citizenship test. When did women get the right to vote at the same age as men? What year did women get the right to vote at the same age as men? See if anybody knows it before I give you multiple choice. Wow, you guys have the original name is Boadicea, but modern historians call her Boudica. Russell is a great moderator. We love Russell here. Oh, okay. Lots of different dates. So we have 1970, 1926, 1929, 1918, 1920. Okay, you guys are all over the shop. So I'm going to give you some multiple choice. Okay, everybody listen up. Is it 1918, 1928, 1938, or 1948? Again, the question is, when did women get the right to vote at the same age as men? I'm seeing all over the place. 20s. I'm seeing 20s a lot. Okay, 1928. 1918, 1948. Okay, I'm seeing more of 1928. So we're going to collectively click on that one. 1928 is the answer. Correct. 1928. When did women get the right to vote at the same age as men? Okay. Very good. Let's see. Okay. What sort of event is the Grand National? Sister Suffragette. Okay. What sort of event is the Grand National? Anybody? Anybody at all? Grand National. It's not. The suffragettes are not the Grand National. Horse race. Horse race. 1928. Some people are still Yep. Okay. Horse racing. We're going to go ahead and click on that. Other options were rugby, golf, or tennis. Horse racing is correct. Okay. Here we go. A couple more. What type of literature are the Canterbury Tales? Are they poems? Are they novels? Are they jokes? Or are they fables? Now, I'm going to tell you something about the Canterbury Tales because I believe they've closed now. But I went to the Canterbury Tales in Canterbury. And I'm not going to lie, it was not the UK's best attraction. I feel like it probably was back in the day. It was a little sad. They were, I think, on their last legs, which is why they all got wiped out by COVID. Oh, okay. People are answering. We've got some novels, some poems, fables. Ooh, you guys have a lot of different options. Okay. I see more fables than anything else. So I'm going to go ahead and do fables on here, but I know some people have some different options. Drum roll, please. Fables is incorrect. So they call it poems. So those of you who did poems, Terrence, you got poems. Expat, you got poems. So they consider them poems on this quiz on becoming UK citizen. So Canterbury Trail is a nice hiking route though. Yeah, so Canterbury itself seemed really nice and I enjoyed the ruins and the cathedral and all that. It was just Canterbury Tales, the attraction. It was no Disney World. Okay. Okay, here's another one. History. Oh, don't hang your head in shame. Embrace your inner American and be very stubborn that you got it right, even if it was wrong. Okay. Who supported King Charles I during the Civil War? What group supported King Charles I during the Civil War? And while you're answering that, how do you say mirror? Because some Americans say it like it's one syllable. Yeah. I would say mirror. Is that right? Mirror. Okay, someone says, okay, we've got a Roundheads. We've got a Cavaliers. We've got Royalists, Cavaliers. Has the scaffolding gone from the cathedral? Don't know because I was there a couple years ago. Cavaliers. Okay. I think we're going to go ahead and guess Cavaliers based on what's coming in now. Are you guys going to become British citizens? You are. That is correct. Everybody, give yourselves a round of applause. Okay. Here we go. Next one. These are legitimate questions, by the way, from this test. Also, like, if you're getting bored, feel free to say sayonara, see you later, have a nice day. But I'll keep going for those of you who are enjoying this. It'll probably just be my mom at the end. Okay, so next question. Where was Anne Boleyn, the wife of Henry VIII, executed? Bum, bum, bum. Where was she executed? Roundhead. I feel like everybody in the comment section is learning. Curly whirly is the safe word, yes. Lloyd says, I've been British my entire life and I took the citizenship test for fun and failed. Oh, I would definitely should take the American one now because I think I'd probably fail as well. In the neck, Duncan, that is not what we're going for. That's funny. Tower of London in the palace. Tower of London, Tower. Okay. Consensus here, Tower of London, Tesco's. God, can you imagine being executed in Tesco's? Tower of London is going to be our guess, and I'm going to say, yes, that's right, because I have literally seen it. When I worked in study abroad with the American students, genuinely, I think I went to the Tower of London like 20 plus times in the span of a couple years. So it got dire to the point of me being like, oh my God, I have to go to the Tower of London today. That's not a mental place you want to be in. You want to always be excited to go and see these things. So I don't do that job anymore. So I am excited to go to the Tower of London again. Okay, here we go. A couple more. Okay. What type of character was played by Charlie Chaplin? What type of character was played by Charlie Chaplin? Next question. you all answer that. See what else I can show you from my desk. I can show you my new fancy candle all the way from the Ritz-Carlton Orlando because I got treated by somebody and it was very fun. And I brought the candle back, which probably weighs more than the rest of my whole luggage, but it reminds me of that time. Never been to the Tower of London. It is expensive, isn't it? It's like 20 something pounds, but you should go. Okay, tramp. Yes. Everybody says that. We are checking. That is correct. Okay, true or false? True or false? Are you ready? This has turned into a pub quiz. This is true or false? You have to be at least 21 years old to stand as MP. True or false? Carrying on the what's on my desk party. Got some red ribbon from Christmas wrapping. I have one of those fidget spinnery things. I don't remember why I have one, but they're really good for just like doing this. Is it one of those candles only lit under pain of death? It's only lit if you pay a lot of money at the Ritz-Carlton gift shop. Okay. True, false, true, false, true, 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 false. False. True, false. Okay. I feel like we don't have a consensus on this one. True, false. False, false, true. True, true, false. False, false, true. I don't know which one you guys want me to choose because you're kind of split on this. Russell says you have to be disliked. Yeah, it's not an answer on here, but probably the truth. 18. Okay. I'm going to click false because I feel like I've seen more falses. So you have to be at least 21 years old to stand as MP. I'm putting false because I feel like most of you put false. And that is true. It is false that you have to be at least 21 years old to stand as MP. Okay. All right. Last question of this variety. I feel like we could just do a weekly pub quiz. Who developed the radar? Not going to give you multiple choice. Who developed the radar? I'm English and I would fail this, someone says. Sorry. Who developed the radar? Hit me in the comments. Also, you guys must have better things to do with your time than watch this. Which one? I don't know. It doesn't say which one. This is just part of the questions. British. Yeah, they probably were British. Okay. Someone says Marconi. Someone says Watson Watt. Robert Watson Watt. Yep. Marconi. Don't know his name, says Andy. That's honesty is always the best policy. Marconi, Watson Watt. I'm going to give you a hint. Marconi is not even on here. So, what? Oh, I'm glad that you're enjoying this. I'm enjoying this, but have Americans always said feel instead of think? In the sense of saying, I feel like this is boring, or I feel, give me the context. Okay. Watson Watt, most of you have answered. It's the only one on here. Marconi is not even an option. So we're going to go ahead and guess that one. That is true. Sir Robert Watson Watt developed the radar. And these are the kinds of questions that you had to know to pass the UK citizenship test. So I had to study up on all of these dates, names, politics, things about allotments, things about like the difference between a criminal offense and a civil offense, lots of things like that. But the questions all did come from like a question bank, similar to what I'm doing now. So if you did that many practice tests, you would basically know all the answers, which is basically how I got through geology in my freshman year of college because I don't know anything about geology. So all of his questions were multiple choice. Thank God. Very American, I know. And I just studied every single possible multiple choice question from the bank of questions he gave us. Yes, this was a college course, not primary school. And ended up doing pretty well in geology because I was very good at memorizing multiple choice. I could not tell you a single thing I learned. So that's not an endorsement here for the American higher education system. Okay. So, what was the required pass rate? The required pass rate was, I think it's 80%. Let's see. There's 24 questions, and I think you had to get 18, or I think you had to get 17 or 18 right. Who's on first? What's on second? Geology rocks. Paul, you're here with the jokes. We love it. How would you pronounce Worcestershire? I think I'm doing it. Worcestershire. I did want to do a video one day of me trying out how to say British things, but I thought it'd be funnier if I involved my American friends and family because I've been here too long that I feel like it's cheating. So obviously back in the day, when I first moved here, I could have made a video being like, hey guys, oh my gosh, is this like, I can't even say it wrong now. How would you say Leicester wrong? Like Leicester or something? But I've been here too long. It's not funny anymore because I already know how to say it. Oh, we're doing the geology jokes. I couldn't get on with geology. There was just too much pressure. Justin, you are very welcome in this live chat. Thank you. Correct pronunciation of Worcestershire. Thank you. There are still a lot of places I can't pronounce, though, particularly in Wales. Those are very difficult. Why do we put sure? That's a great question that I feel like has an answer I could do some research in. More geology jokes, because that's the way to celebrate my citizenship. Geology is between a rock and a hard place. Are you guys looking up geology jokes, or do these just come to you? Okay. Try saying, okay, Michael, I'm going to try saying, I'm not going to say it right though. I didn't mean to embarrass myself right now. Okay. Try saying Milangavi. But it's going to be something like Melanie. Final answer, Melanie, Michael. Mill guy. Yeah, I wouldn't have got that. Okay, Dana says, how do you say aluminum? I say it like an American says aluminum, but I think it's spelled differently in the UK. So aluminium is what Brits say, and I say aluminum, but I swear there's a different spelling. Try saying... okay. I know this is a place in Wales that has the longest name ever. Only people from there know how to say it. Lawn fair pol gwingol goger chumninder robolanti solo go. Right? That's right? Easiest being Cardiff. Yes, I can say Cardiff. Yes, how do you say Paul, yes, the geology. We're just going to do geology jokes chat next time. Aluminium. I say aluminum. I'm sorry. You know what else I say? I say specialty instead of speciality, which is what my husband says. Is this a British thing? Is this a British versus American thing? Specialty. So I'll be like, oh yeah, like geology jokes are Paul's specialty. And he's like, speciality. And then we get into an argument. David, so nice to see you. Thank you very much. Hope you enjoyed this funny little adventure. I'm going to wrap up in about 15 minutes for anybody who has other things to do, like go to bed or watch someone more interesting. Have you adopted British spelling? I had to use US spelling for my work. I have not. in my personal life. I did work for a British company. I worked for Gusto, the food box company, a long time ago, and there I worked in customer service, and all of my emails were in British English. So can I do it? Yes. Do I do it from a personal perspective? No, because I think as somebody who runs their own business and is American first and foremost, i.e. I learned how to spell there, I think it'd be a little weird. I say specialty also. You say it like me or you say it like my husband? I'm not sure. Good night and congratulations for your citizenship. Thank you so much. Thank you guys so much for watching. Michael, thank you. Somebody says, how do you say Cholmondeley Featherstone Haw? I don't know. Tell me how to say it. Gary says, welcome. Thank you so much. So, congratulations. Thank you guys for participating. Again, I'll hang around for another 10 or so minutes for those of you who are still watching. I had anticipated, like, I should have planned, like, there was going to be streamers and balloons and just like a whole thing, but also it's been we did 3 Christmases, which I'm not complaining about. But the lack of Christmas last year here, you know, Christmas was canceled and all that. So we did 3 days of Christmases plus we were jet lagged for like 10 days before that. So my party was reading you some questions. Thank you for the entertaining videos. Thank you so much for Chumley Fanshaw. Is it Chumley? Chumley Fanshaw. Okay. Congratulations, Morris. Good night, everybody. Sleep tight. Thank you so much for your congratulations. Thank you. Thank you very much. I think those of you who are watching this later may be able to see the live chat. True Brits are waiting for everybody to leave here so we can moan about them. Yes, Russell. Actually, we're going to be here for another hour talking about those people. Oh, yes. Americans say herbs and we say herbs because there's an H in it. Americans also say, do we say oregano or oregano? I think Americans say oregano and Brits say oregano, potentially. But again, I'm half of both now, so it's very confusing. Welcome to the UK, John says, as a citizen. Thank you guys so much. Yeah, what else can we... Let's see, the late night. How many people are watching? How do I even tell that? Guys, I'm not very professional at this YouTube thing. Concurrent viewers. Is that like the I don't know. We'll find out at some point. Okay. What's the most difficult accent for you to understand in the UK? Definitely like Glaswegian. Is that what I say? Like a Glasgow accent. 166 people are watching this right now? Like right now, 166 people? You guys, let's talk. There's some great podcasts I could introduce you to. We could talk about, there's some other great things to watch. I'm honored. I hope you continue watching. I very much appreciate it. Wow. 164. You guys, 164 people are watching me on YouTube. Guys, I feel like I've just discovered the internet. Wow. Okay. The pub quiz was great. You should do one. Yeah, we should do a pub quiz more regularly. Even the Brits can't understand a Glaswegian. Yes. Now, Duncan says, you've become a real Brit when you announce your intention to leave by slapping your knees and saying, right, can we please, as 166, however many, and no makeup, Andy, you can just be yourself, girls. You don't have to pretend to be anyone else for 166 people to watch you talk to yourself online. Okay. Let's talk about the British goodbye. And I have talked about this in other videos, but oh my gosh. In America, not in all places, regional differences. Where I'm from in America, you simply leave.
half the time, you don't even like go outside to watch somebody get in their car. Can we also, okay, can we talk about how it is the polite thing to do here to watch somebody leave and get in their car to go and like wave them off? And can we talk about how nobody actually wants you to watch them get in their car because you have to get things situated and maybe you're going to have an argument about like which way you're going to go home, or you just want to like let down your visiting someone else's house's like guard. You just want them to shut the door and be like, well, thank God that's done because blah, blah, blah. No, they just watch you. I feel like we should really just ban that. Just shut the door in their face, say goodbye, leave, close the door, don't watch people. Like, and then they've got the kids, right? So they're trying to situate the kids. And then it becomes awkward because it's been 5 minutes of watching these people try and situate the baby in the car seat. And you're like, well, we can't go in now. We've committed ourselves to the waving them off goodbye. But everybody, it's just awkward. I just feel like we shouldn't do it. Okay. Duncan says, it's the law. We'd like to be slightly awkward. Oh my God, I'm just cringing all the time. Neo says, congratulations on becoming a British citizen. Thank you very much. So a future entire lifetime of awkwardly waving people off for 10 minutes as they get in the car. Okay. Please tell me why the Americans go to the bathroom at home, but the restroom when you're out. That is a good question. I think bathroom seems a little like uncouth for us to say. And don't get me started on when Americans hear British people looking for the toilet, because it comes off as very awkward. Because we would never say toilet in the US. That is a very specific thing that you use a toilet for. But to hear Brits asking for the toilet always throws Americans off. But yeah, I feel like a restroom is just a more like polite way of asking about that, whereas maybe a bathroom, you're in your own house. I'm not entirely sure. Okay. No, because even my wife's cats go out to say goodbye. It's what we do. Okay, fair enough. Paul says, depends on how frequent they visit. What you're describing is for infrequent visitors only. I wish it were in my circles around here, Paul. I wish it were. You take your time in the car because you can see your host freezing on the doorstep. Yes! Yes! It's so... Oh, God. Everyone's just... Oh, and then in the winter, not only are people freezing on the doorstep, but then your car is, like, iced over or whatever. Oh, my gosh. So funny. Bog roll. You should visit Inverness. I think I'm visiting Inverness in 2022. Possibly on a group trip that I'm hoping to take some Americans on. So that is very exciting. Your hosts wait at the door to make sure you actually leave. Yeah, I guess that could be helpful. Welcome aboard, says Darren. Thank you very much, Ken. Hi from North Yorkshire. I love the north of England. Would love to spend more time up there. I'm not super familiar with it, but every time we've gone has been really fun. Andrew, thank you so much. You are such a valued member of this community, and I realize that might have sounded sarcastic, and it wasn't. That was genuine. John says 171 people. Should I just do this for like 6 hours and see who watches? You guys, this is insane. If you're just joining us, you've missed me try a curly whirly. I wasn't the biggest fan, but it's all out of my teeth now, so I feel like that's an accomplishment. Somebody says they'd ask for the facilities. Yeah, my mom asked for a restroom once when we were in like a Morrison's, and I'm pretty sure the guy literally thought she wanted a room to lie down in. So that was awkward. Mario says, congratulations. Have you tried a Birmingham Balti yet? I have no idea what that is. Please enlighten me. I have not. Hi from Manchester. Hello. I've only been to Manchester briefly, and we were picking up a tour of North Wales from there, so it doesn't count. I have heard that for quality of life, Manchester is an amazing place to live and a great city. so I would like to experience it more. And that's one of the things that I'm looking forward to doing the most now that I work for myself and I'm actually working for myself in a business that is essentially showing people the UK, is to experience more of the UK, because for years it was just taking the train into London. I mean, 4 hours a day, you guys. Stupid. Welcome to the Dual Citizenship Club. Thanks, Mark. Do you have UK and US or something else? Hi from Essex. Oh, it's a curry. No, I haven't tried it. Michael says, all night, wouldn't that be a laugh? This is a whole new world to me. I've done a couple before, but now I just feel like we've got new friends here. New friends, old friends. It's a freshly made in the pot curry. Okay, a type of Indian food. I haven't tried it. I mean, I've tried curry. I like Indian food, but I haven't tried that specific thing. Ask for the bog. Yes, also Americans have no idea what that means. Hi from Yorkshire. Hello. You guys ask me. I was gonna sign off now, but I'm enjoying the 166 of you who are still watching this. I feel like I should like do a dance. Like, what could we do? I got a sweatshirt for Christmas. That's this is gonna really out me as, you know what? Whatever. Be enthusiastic about things you like. That's what I would like to bring to the UK. So this is a sweatshirt from a show that I'm obsessed with called The OC. Let me know if you know of it. Have you had fish and chips? Yes, I love fish and chips. Have you organized fireworks on the South Coast because they are suddenly going off? God, I wish I did. I should have had fireworks for my celebration. Hi from Richmond, Virginia. Originally from Manchester. Oh, Mark. I mean, God bless you in the USA. Let me know how it is. How's the weather? What else? We should take a drink whenever you say feel. Someone else said this before. Yes. I guess I say feel a lot. Harbor with no U. Yeah, it's an American harbor. UK tours for small groups. Andy, I love Is it rabies? No, it's rabbies. It's not rabies. I know it's not rabies. It's rabbies. It's rabbies. Yes, I love rabbies, and I actually did my North Wales tour with them. It's clearly getting late. I knew it wasn't rabies. Everyone should do a dance right now. Yes. Somebody says, I love the OC. You are very welcome on this live stream. What's your favorite character? Not rabies. I know it's not rabies, but I did think it was kind of a weird name. So I'll need to look into the origins of their name. Somebody asked earlier for you to sing an Adele song. Now is your chance. You guys, what are some Adele songs? What was her really popular one? Bye, Jerry or Gary. I don't know how you would say your name because we don't. Is it Jerry? Gary. The weather has been unusually warm. Yes, it has. I was hoping for a white Christmas, but that was not to be. Oh no. Is it based off of somebody that I should know who that is in Scotland, but I'm not? Oh God. Hang on, I'm looking it up. Rabbie Burns. Oh, right. A Scottish poet. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. I had never heard of him before. So, to me, it just looked like rabies. Burns Night. I haven't really been introduced, like... No, I'm sorry. Goodbye from Guildford. David Cook, goodbye to you. One of my favorite American Idol contestants back in the day. His name was David Cook. So you were always welcome here. Okay. Listen, you don't want me to sing Adele because I can't sing. Going to bed at 10, holiday bedtime for my kids. Thank you so much for joining. My wife's family are from Baltimore. She was born here in the UK, only has a UK passport, but still gets torn when we visit the US. The US does have some great things. Burns night equals haggis. God, I need to do some Scottish reading. We've not had a white Christmas in years. I know. I really dream of Christmas one year, like somewhere in a cabin with tons of snow. Yeah. I think I'm gonna have to study for the Scottish one. I haven't had. Okay, think Shakespeare but Scottish. You guys, I mean no offense to all of my Scottish viewers. I love Scotland. Clearly not super familiar with the culture. So I need to work on that. My favorite character was Seth, but I love Summer's character development. I am a big fan of Sandy in the OC for my OC friends. Good night, Philip. Oh, okay. Did you enjoy Boxing Day, and should Americans celebrate it as a bank holiday too? So this Boxing Day we turned into Christmas number 2, which I think some families do anyway because there's too many different people to try and see. But I do appreciate Boxing Day. I think that it's stupid that a lot of Americans go back to work the day after Christmas. So I definitely think they should have it as a bank holiday. Jerry would be pronounced the same as Jerry, as in Jerry Springer. Thank you, Paul, and apologies, Jerry, for not knowing how to say your name. I have never seen it spelled like that, but now I have, and so I will know it is Jerry. Let's see what else. Michael is double daring me to sing. I mean, I can't even think of a song right now. Let's see. Oh, I'll sing you. I will sing you the first line, first is part of the national anthem. How's that? Because this is a party for my citizenship. Okay. Then I'm going. I need to go to bed. Okay. Blah, 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 blah. Burns night, 25th of January. So I have time to learn about it. I'd love to have you. Okay. John, we accept your invitation. Okay. Here we go. Do you want me to sing what I know of the national anthem? Because I don't feel like you want me to, so I'm not going to, unless somebody actually wants me to. Okay, yeah. I'm gonna actually end this live stream soon. Genuinely shocked that 174 people are watching this. I feel like we should just live stream every night. Like, you know what, guys? It's been hard for me to find friends in the UK, but you can just live stream and then 178 people will watch you make a general fool of yourself. And then it will feel like you have friends and they'll invite you places. Top tips for people moving to the UK. Okay. Thank you for those saying congratulations. Okay. Only new citizens know the words. I did have to practice. Okay. You're getting some of the national anthem and then we're all going to bed. Okay. I came out of height. Oh, Eric. Hi from Manchester. Thank you so much. Happy New Year to you. And thank you for subscribing. For those of you who are making me sing, you better be subscribed. If you are not subscribed, we're going to have words. Have I tried a deep fried Mars bar? No, but that sounds amazing. After I sing the national anthem, I'm going to tell you my favorite thing about Scotland. Okay. Here we go. This is literally my job, is to do live streams on the internet and sing the national anthem. How lucky am I? Okay. Shoot. Okay, the words. Okay. God save our gracious Queen, long live our noble Queen. God save the Queen, send her victorious, happy and glorious, long to reign over us. God save the Queen. Thank you very much. Okay. There we go. Let's see. Do I know all 5 verses? No, I'm on the national anthem website. And they don't even have all 5 verses. They just have 2. So, also that is the tune to
My country, 'tis of the sweet land of liberty, of thee I sing. So it's an American song too, that they probably stole it. Okay, hope everybody stood. Stephanie, congratulations to you and your sister being next. We can definitely watch the UK together. So send me a message, Kalyn @girlgonelondon.com. Where else have I been in Europe? Italy, France, Spain, Norway, possibly other places. Okay, subscribed. Thank you. You guys better have stood. Welcome to British Citizenship. Thank you very much. Thank you guys. Thank you guys. Love it. Best thing about our anthem, mercifully short. Agreed. No, Russell, the viewing figures are not nosediving. I just checked. Then the American version of God Save the Queen. Yeah. Blah, blah. Thank you. Guys, I cannot sing. Do not. Okay. And also the national anthem of Liechtenstein. I prefer land. It was originally written. Wow. Okay. Same tune. Yes. We're learning so much tonight. Okay, you guys, this has been one of the oddest experiences of my life, but simultaneously one of the best. I so appreciate all of you tuning in. I'm going to watch this back later and be like, what in the world did I do? Do you know the unofficial English national anthem title? I don't know if this is a joke or a trivia question. I'm actually going to go now because it's 10:07 and my bedtime's like 9:30. I'm not a party animal. That's how I have time to edit and do YouTube. It takes a lot of work, you guys. So, Damien can give me a tour of Fleet Street if you would like. I would like. If anybody has any offers of meetups, hangouts, email me. Not for anything weird. Don't get weird. That was not meant to be weird. I meant to welcome me to your part of the country. You know what? Just okay. Yeah, time for bed for me too. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm actually going now. And I will figure out how to end this stream. So I will say, to which of the United Kingdoms do you have the greatest affinity? Honestly, I live in England, but Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland are very beautiful and have some very friendly people too. So anyway, Paul says, I've worked with worse singers. Well, I'm sorry to hear that, Paul, because it's pretty bad. Okay. So yeah, Stephanie, if you want to be friends, send me an email. No. Okay. I am going now. Go do something productive with your time. Learn to knit. Learn a language. Now we have to awkwardly wave and yes, everybody wave because I'm getting in my car. Okay. See you later. See you later. Okay. Bye. Bye. Okay. Yep. Bye. Oh, sorry. Actually, now I'm going to start a conversation that's going to last another 20 minutes and you're going to awkwardly want me to leave and I'm going to awkwardly want to leave, but I can't because we're in this British goodbye dance. Okay. I will now embrace my American and say goodbye. Peace out. Happy New Year. Thanks for joining me and talk to you guys later. Bye.